Chelsea Halverson, and I am a weaver. Baby wearing is using a wrap or carrier to keep your baby, toddler, or older child wrapped or held onto your body. I first started baby wearing because I just wanted to keep my new tiny baby close all the time and needed my hands free. It was a perfect solution. The first time I wrapped River, we were headed home from the hospital. We stopped at Target because we were so unprepared to take a baby home. And we had a convertible car seat, one that doesn't come out of the car. And I wrapped him for the first time in the Target parking lot and did such a terrible job. I was recovering from a C-section, and I just remember walking through the Target thinking, like, everyone is looking at me like I am a crazy person right now because I have my tiny 4-day-old baby like wrapped in this crazy piece of fabric. But it was just like, I don't know, just something felt right. There has been like few days since then that he hasn't been wrapped or gone up in a carrier. And he'll be 2 in a month.
You gonna go meet with me?
I have always been like a DIY person. If I can buy it, I can make it. If I can make it, then why wouldn't I, spend the money on supplies rather than spend 4 or 5 times as much for the finished product. And I got into hand-woven wraps, which are very expensive, and figured that I should just try. Something just clicked and I love it. My husband is used to my antics of wanting to do like strange and weird things, and so I told him I wanted a loom, and he was like, okay. And he actually followed me up to Chattaroy in his truck to pick it up, but he is used to the weird things that I want to do. When I get bored, I get quite crafty. So I've been doing like 15 to 20 yard lengths of fabric, and I finish them in about 10 weeks, and I probably weave like 2 to 3 hours a day. All children's products are regulated by various entities, and now baby carriers and wraps are kind of the last item that hasn't been regulated for all these years. And so now they're dumping all of these regulations on us. We're going to have to do testing, and there's labeling requirements that are coming into effect next year. I'm going to have to pay to have my wraps tested, and I'll only be able to use the weave structures and fibers that I test. When the regulations are in effect, I think a lot of the creativity will, not the dyeing so much, but all the different fibers that you can use. You have to have everything tested, and it's expensive, so I'll probably test cotton on cotton and then let my dye speak through, because I won't be able to experiment with all of the crazy fibers that are available. A lot of people are gravitating toward the hand-woven wrap just because of the human element. So a 20-yard warp has roughly 17,000 yards of yarn just in the warp, not counting the weft that goes back and forth. I touch every inch of that yarn at least 3 times before it's woven. Just knowing that someone's taken a lot of care and time into a piece of fabric that you're going to wear your baby in is important to a lot of people.